Hopefully this is wide enough.
That's what she said.
That was the first question, you passed.
That's not good. You didn't have a question.
Hey everybody, welcome to my Q&A with one of my dearest friends, one of my sweetest bosses. Hopefully I don't get that. And yeah, I came...
Cut that out.
No, never. I decided that, you know, this guy's been gone for a little bit.
Oh,
off the internet.
On the YouTube? Well, I've been on Dope or Note.
Yeah. Yeah, you're still on Dope or Note, but you're pretty much off of all social media platforms otherwise.
True. Your boy quit.
Yeah, he quit. And I wanted you guys to be able to ask him a couple questions and ask me some questions as well. I only pick questions that really relate to both of us generally, except for the title, you know, which I found this question.
Oh, yeah. the title thumbnail.
Yeah. So, first question.
Yeah.
I don't like that one. Matt, how's your book coming?
How's my book coming?
Yeah.
Which one?
Let's go with, everyone knows about your fantasy book, so let's talk about that.
Dude, I think about it every day. Right?
Every day,
I haven't been writing about it, but I actually think about it every day. It's actually some of the thing that actually helps me go to sleep at night. It's really weird. Like, I just kind of think about that fantasy that I'm building in my head. Wow, I sound disturbed.
You do sound disturbed. I'm just thinking about it every day.
I just think about it every day. That fantasy in my head that I want to be a reality. So I got plans for it. But that's more of my like 5 to 10 year plan.
Hey, at least you have a timeline for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not writing a book, everybody, but I'm going to be a part of his book. I'm a character in his fantasy story. He just doesn't know it yet. So.
No, you are.
Oh.
You for sure are.
Look at that.
Wait, what's your handle again?
Clout.
Clout. Yeah, that's right. I think you are. You'll be in there.
Not too shabby.
Not too
shabby. I made the
cut.
cut. The next one is something specifically towards me, so I'll answer really quickly. Tanner, are you ever coming to come? Tanner, are you gonna come? Tanner, are you ever gonna come back to Wrecked? No.
Ouch.
Hey, I might come back for like a feature or something, a little collaboration, but the boys are handling it super well. I'm super proud of them, and I got bigger fish to fry, so.
Yeah, dude.
That's a great way to word it, bigger fish to fry.
I don't want fish.
We should get some.
I don't want fish.
Just change his mind. Hey, next question. This one's from Extract Me.
Extract Me?
Yep. When did you guys get married and where? We got married in 2006.
What the heck are you talking about?
The ring on your finger. We're matching rings, dude. Look at this. See? What is your least favorite part of your job?
My least favorite part of my job?
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah. 100%.
My least favorite part of the job is how little I get to individually contribute.
Ah.
Right? So like how little I get to do, like, you know, making videos on my own and like coming up with creative ideas. Like, that's something I really love, but you know, leading the company, I just need to go hard in the paint on that, you know? Yeah,
my least favorite part of the job is when I let others down, which sounds super serious.
I thought you were going to say something about let a bowel movement out or something.
That's when I let myself down. But when I let others down, that's the worst part, because
let yourself out.
Then I heard someone other than myself. This is supposed to be a serious answer. We're talking about bowel movements right now.
We're talking about bowel movements. That sounds like Donkey from Shrek.
Yeah, that did sound like...
We're talking about bowel movements.
What
the good BM Shrek?
What the heck? Oh, I've never heard you got a good BM Shrek, and I never want to hear it again. Garrison asks, Matt, what's it like being off social media this year?
Give me 1 second while I order this dope burrito.
If you want, you can ask them.
Could I get a breakfast burrito? It's amazing. The only thing that sucks is I do get the yearning to communicate with my community, but I need to find a better way to proactively do that, because going off of social media was crazy, because it was like the first couple weeks is the most difficult, right? Because like you pull out your phone. Like, I've deleted all social media apps from my phone. I've deleted a ton of apps from my phone. I still have hundreds of apps on my phone because I'm an appaholic, but whatever. Yeah. I deleted those, and you still like pull up your phone, and like you still pull out your phone when you like have nothing to do on it. And so there's that like phantom kind of like, oh, it just kind of like, it shows you your addiction. It's just like when you pull out your phone for no reason, you're like, wow, I'm addicted. And like, since you don't have like that dopamine response of like actually going through social media, it just like really awakens you to the fact of like how addicted you are. So doing that was good, because it just saved so much time. Like, the biggest thing, and like the thing I didn't expect, is just being so much happier. After I hadn't been on social media for like a month, and like I kind of like I downloaded it again because I was like, well, you know, what's happening, you know, and like I browsed Twitter for like 5 minutes, and like my mood changed in such a dramatic way, and I was like, whoa. I hadn't felt that, like that angst, that horrible like yearning to like wish you were like, you know, with your peers in certain places and comparing yourself to other people and like thinking you're not good enough. And it's just like, take that out, and like, I don't know, I just have found peace in such a like a much more profound way without social media. I don't see myself ever going back.
Wow.
That being said, we are designing a platform right now called Screen Time. Well, I don't know if it's going to be called Screen Time, but it is a community-based tool. So I do want to figure out a way in that platform to be able to like connect with my community in a way that like doesn't necessarily push people into that like mode of comparing their life to other people's life.
Yeah.
So I don't know, that's that long-winded thing that you'll cut out. You'll cut out half of that.
I'll chop it up, it'll sound really good. I'm just gonna chop it into saying like, I like butts or something. You might have answered this before, but I'm a new fan. How did you guys meet?
Me and you?
Yeah, you remember the day we met, right?
Yeah,
it was a long,
do you remember what we were eating?
Pizza.
Yeah, because I asked you that before and you didn't remember it.
Because I thought you were asking a different question. So
I remember, yeah, go on.
No, okay, you want me to tell our story, or you want to tell our story? I pretty much came out here February 17th of like 2017. I almost remember the exact date, one of those days. And I came out to visit the studio.
It was 2000 what?
17. 2 years ago, over 2 years ago. Yeah, we've known each other for a long time.
Long time for you, I'm 30.
Yeah, that's back when I was 21, or yeah, 21. And I came out here to visit because I wanted a job here. Gunnar was coming up with this plan for Rect at the time. By doing so, I met this guy, and we literally just sat down. It was him, Amanda, Gunnar, myself, and Luna. And we were just sitting there talking, and we got along. Dude offered me a job. I said, heck yeah. And then I went home, packed for 2 weeks, and then moved out. And that's our life now. Congrats, dude.
I remember like when you first came to Hi-Fi Studios, because Gunnar was like, you gotta meet my best friend. He's gonna be great for Hi-Fi Studios. And I was like, okay, we'll see. Yeah, you can never trust Gunnar. Thank you. Oh shoot.
Ooh. You don't need that card anyways.
Yeah, you're right. So I was sitting down, we were eating some lunch. I can't remember why we were buying pizza for the crew. It was a small crew then, probably only cost like 30 bucks.
Yeah, it was toppers.
It cost like $500 to like feed the crew. Anyways, so we were sitting down to eat pizza, and I was thinking, this kid's funny, dude. This kid's funny.
Cracking a little bit of jokes. Loosening up the old rust, you know?
Loosening me up, dude. And that, like, for me at the time, that was pretty much all it took to be hired at Hi-Fi Studios. I was like, okay, this kid's funny. Because if you make me laugh, it's like, I don't laugh at a lot of stuff. I don't laugh at crude humor. I don't laugh at, like, I laugh at witty, like circumstantial absurdity, and that kind of stuff is harder to call to than like just crudity.
Yeah, than just being gross. Yeah,
and being gross. So it's like, if you can make me laugh, I'm like, okay, there's something. This you got something. And that used to be all it was, but now there's a strict regimen to be hired at Hi-Fi Studios
that I would never make. What's the weirdest experience you've ever had with a fan?
The weirdest experience I've ever had with a fan was, I forget her name. I feel so bad, but this was like back when I maybe had like 200,000 subscribers or something like that. I went to VidCon and a fan came up to me and she just wept.
Just cried?
She like cried.
Wow.
She cried her eyes out. And this is arguably like one of my first fan encounters ever too.
Really?
Like, yeah, like, and that's what was so weird to me. I was like, is this how it's gonna be all the time? I don't know what it was. Maybe it was like her first time at VidCon and her first time seeing, like, you know, and maybe like the emotions were just like, but she wept, dude.
Wow.
She absolutely wept. It was like sobbing. And I was so like, what?
Taken back, because you're just making videos on the internet.
Like, yeah, I was like, oh, like, don't feel bad. Like, why are you crying? Like, didn't understand it at all. Like, I was appreciative, but I was just like, it's okay, it's okay. Like, you know, most times when women cry in front of me, it's because I did something bad.
So for it to be something good was really awkward.
I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Wait, what?
This is the Gingerbread Cookie asks, I have a question. What is the question you want to ask us? Will you guys please hit that subscribe button and bell icon? All right, next question. This is a two-parter. What is the weirdest thing that happened while filming, but also what is your favorite Dope or Nope shoot? And that's from Vicky and from Fangirl.
Definitely when I rode you like a dog.
Yeah, that's for sure the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me, is we got a saddle on our first, I think it was our first ever Dope or Nope shoot. We got a saddle and
I was like, do it, Tanner.
And I was like, all right, dude, I'm the testing dummy. And that almost broke my foot, but it was worth it.
It was in my mouth. That was a hair.
Oh, that's hot, dude. What are you the most proud of in life?
What am I the most proud of?
Mm-hmm.
My daughter.
Nice.
I mean, Tanner.
What's the difference, you know what I'm saying? All right, Matthias, final question. Where did I put my phone at? I literally looked up the question over here. And
Getting too nervous, dude.
yeah, dude, this is how filming is for me. Where do I go? What do I do? This last question is from Baby Star, and that is, my question is for Matt. And pretty much all these were, it turned into an interview, but I'm actually kind of excited about that because I needed to focus more on making sure the frame was right, which I don't even know if it's totally working. My question's for Matt. Are you and Amanda planning on having more children?
Not really.
Okay.
Am I supposed to be planning? Yeah.
I don't think you have to plan anything.
Well, we want another kid, but we don't know when.
Okay.
We want another kid because, you know, Luna, I don't want her to be an only child, you know what I'm saying?
Being an only child is really tough, especially for the parents.
Yeah.
And for the kid. It's hard for everybody.
It's hard for everybody.
Me, as me, someone who's not an only child, I can tell you that it must be more difficult.
I've never been an only child. When I was born, I already had a sister.
I never got the opportunity.
Never got the opportunity.
What would, if it was a boy, what do you think you, I know we talked about this before, but
Atticus.
Atticus was the name you really liked. What do you think you would like if you had another girl?
Winter.
Really?
Really? His reaction?
That probably sounded really mean, but...
Amanda likes the name Winter. I like the name Autumn.
More of a summer guy.
Summer works too.
Summer is a kind of a weird name, though.
Summer's like,
there's not very many.
Hi, I'm Summer, and I'm in denial.
Yeah, I feel like Summer's just. Sorry to Summer's out there, but it's not a very modest name. It's not like, hey, I'm modest. My name is Summer. It's very much like a, woo, bikinis in the wintertime. You know, kind of.
I'm talking about my future daughter here.
I'm not. No, we aren't naming your future daughter.
Bikinis in the winter. I'm not thinking about that when I'm naming my kid.
I'm just saying I'm thinking about that when anyone's naming their kid, and so I'm giving them that heads up. So stick to winter. All right, see you.